quick, I think. So I'm going to tell you about SymfonyCloud. So you know Symfony, I guess. Symfony is the core technology behind Shopware, Pimcore, Ibexa. They are both today also, and of many other technologies in the PHP ecosystem. And so at Symfony, we love getting into deep details about the things we do, because we think this is the way to deliver the promise we want to make. And I think the experience and the friendship we have with Platform.sh is shaping also Platform.sh and Symfony with a mutual beneficial cooperation on the topic. So of course, SymfonyCloud is Platform.sh with a thin layer that we are tweaking over the years to make it super seamless and easy and safe to deploy a Symfony application on the best platform where you don't care about the details or the ops side of things. So I won't present you what Platform.sh is. I think we spent many hours together these 2 days. So you know about all the benefits of the PaaS offering. Everything is automated, from testing to monitoring with the deployment and etc. In between. So you get everything that Platform.sh delivers, including, of course, all the managed services. And so Symfony, being a web application in today's modern stacks, needs to communicate with a lot of services. Redis, the database, of course. Mongo, I don't know, you have the services there that are managed by Platform.sh. And for the Symfony application, you can manage everything from the Symfony CLI. So in the previous presentation, you saw screens with back offices that were displayed on the browser. At Symfony, we love the command line. So we think that people want to be in control using this user interface, and that's what we optimized the experience for. So Symfony, binary, you download that, and then you have a consistent experience from local to production. That's what we want to deliver. So this is a small screenshot from the Symfony list command, where you see everything that you can do using the binary. And then you see, I took the screenshot at the end of the cloud section, and then we start the local section. Of course, the cloud section is much longer because you can do anything that you can do with Platform.sh from the cloud namespace there. So creating variable, creating a project, adding a user, creating a tunnel so that you can communicate with the database from your local application, etc. And then we have everything that we develop for the local development developer experience. Then it's not Platform.sh, it's local development. So proxy, server, starting, so many things that I do use as a Symfony developer every day. And so I use the same tool to do everything. So one unified experience, and that makes things very easy. Then Platform.sh needs this YAML configuration file. You know that if you're using Platform.sh, this is how everything happens. So you define what you need in your application, and this is triggering all the automation behind the scene. So there, I took a screenshot of the most important sections that are very specific to SymfonyCloud and how to best deploy Symfony applications. So here, the mounts, that's because we know how the Symfony applications are designed. So there are some conventions, and we can start up with the best defaults for the mount points, for example. The hooks, build, deploy, those are two very important steps in deploying, of course, on Platform.sh. And we made everything packaged in a single command. So first line, and this one is one of the most important to deliver the SymfonyCloud promise. It's doing many things. I have a slide just after. So there, you run it, and you can run Symfony build. This is doing the work behind the scene. So build time, and then Symfony deploy time. This also takes care of the many steps that you need to do to have a Symfony application up and running. That's not enough, because there are other things that you want to have, and if you don't have them, as soon as you know that you can have them, you will want them. So they are part of the default cloud templates that we provide. So first one is, of course, doing the security checks. So you might have seen some demos from Aikido, which is doing a very much more extensive version of what we do here. But the minimum is running a composer audit command every day, so that you can know about which dependencies might have security issues in your vendor directory. And cleaning the PHP sessions, because this is all PHP, and PHP needs special management. I think many people forget about such details, and they do matter in practice, because we do have folders that are never emptied, and so the disk can fill in pretty quickly, and then things start to get slow or might break at some point. So when I mean we care about the details, those are details, but they do matter in real life production things. Messenger, of course, if you are using Messenger, we are going to give you the best command line to manage your offline tasks. So the configurator. The configurator is this script that you download, and so it's built by us. I mean, Symfony experts, Fabien and I, we tweak that, and we get feedback also from users, so that we can build on the best practices, because there are so many conventions in Symfony. You need to know them, of course, and they allow building rock-solid applications. And fine-tuned by experience, because then, of course, we had many people experience issues, and we learned from that to make things even better. So, some quick list of things we do. So you start with Symfony project init. So this command line tool I mentioned. This is going to create the boilerplate, so the YAML file. And then what the configurator is going to do is installing some tools that we all need in modern apps. Node.js is one of them. Croncape is a small tool that we built that helps getting feedback from cron tasks in a managed way. Environment variables, that's a topic on Platform.sh. There are values that are stored in some encoded global variable in Platform.sh. We need to turn them into real environment variables, so that the application, the Symfony application, can discover where the database is, where all the services are. And that's because, of course, we optimize Symfony to also work very well on search infrastructures. So you expose to the application where the services are located on the network, and then everything works. Building of the app, so compiling the Symfony application, compiling the assets, because we all have JavaScript, CSS that needs compilation steps. So if you are using Webpack, we run it for you, so that you don't have anything to do. If you're using this asset mapper component, which is doing JavaScript without a build step, I would definitely invite you to have a look at what asset mapper is if you don't use it, but that's not the topic today. So we still run the steps to deploy those assets using asset mapper. Then at this line, we are still in the build stage of Platform.sh, and you need to deploy the application. And there is a critical moment there, because you want that to be very quick and safe, right? So it's a challenge. And I talked with many of you during these days about slow deployment. And why the deployment is slow? It's maybe because people do too much things at deploy time, where things are blocked from the outside. You are waiting that the application is ready. And when it's too long, it means customers are waiting or are just leaving sometimes. So we really optimized the way everything that is done at build time is made available as fast as possible. So quick restoring of the cache, of course. And then the database migration, of course, that's something that is going to happen if you follow the best practices, which means using Doctrine. So yeah, all in one. And last but not least, I talked also a lot these days about Symfony and how a company can be sustainable with a free product. There is a challenge behind this model. So Symfony is a small company with a big impact, and it's looking for revenues in many ways, and one of them is the deal that we have with Platform.sh, which is beneficial to everybody. So thanks to this deal, Platform.sh has access to the Symfony community, and you know that the community is big. And so in exchange, they help make Symfony sustainable. So that's a win-win for everybody. So if you host a Symfony application, there's one line that you need to have in your YAML file, which is this one. And this one is going to do the small thing that we need technically to know about which project are using Symfony. So this is doing a small, hello, I'm a Symfony application, and then we add a line in the correct log that helps fuel Symfony.
So Nico, it's not just a tracker, right? It enables to actually trigger additional features.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the command line is doing that, and all installing, preparing all the steps I mentioned. So yeah.